really a deep threat for TCU all year long.
Nate McCashland with the kickoff. And that'll be a fair catch made. It'll come out to the 25-yard line for Abilene Christian. Want to apologize for some of the technical. And the handoff and fighting his way forward is Jordan Vaughn. And the transfer from Wyoming on the second effort got about 6, maybe 7 yards, and he just wouldn't go down.
Maybe scramble a little bit and extend these drives.
They have to stay ahead of the chains tonight. In motion, Eddie Henry, the tight end, and they'll run it straight ahead. And a first down for Jordan Vaughn.
It should have been 41-20.
Stone Earl under pressure. Tries to escape and goes down. Is sacked back inside the 30. Marcus Deal, the sack for the Horned Frogs.
You're going to see it here.
Second down 16 for Stone Earl and company. And Earl the play action over the middle, and it's complete. And it's Dallas Dudley with the catch, and he pushes out across the 40-yard line to bring him a manageable third down.
That's a tough position to be in, man-to-man coverage.
Here is Kavorian Barnes tripped up, trying to step through the line. Pressure coming, it's picked up to the outside. Manjack the catch and a first down as Hoover hit him on the move in the New Mexico Bowl last year. A 9-win season for Sonny Dykes. And dumping it off is Barnes. The catch turns toward the sideline, and he barrels into Abilene Christian territory. You don't have to make the big play every play.
And it's so hard as a quarterback, right? You don't want to throw the ball away. You don't want to check it down. You want to make a big play.
And they run for a first down straight ahead. Kavorian Barnes moves the sticks again for the Horned Frogs.
And that's the difference right there, Roxy, right? Now you're moving the sticks right here. As opposed to being at 3rd and 10, that's a difficult down as opposed to 3rd and 3. Decision right there on the tunnel screen.
Now small motions to the outside. Out of the backfield. DJ Rogers, the tight end, is upended. Minutes to go in the opening quarter. Josh Hoover throws for the outside, and it's caught. The adjustment Jordan Dwyer makes along the sideline. 1st and goal, TCU.
Unbelievable. The back shoulder fade, just deadly against bump and run coverage.
Hoover rolling out. Throws for the end zone. Diving! Waiting for a single. Yes! Touchdown, TCU!
A great first touchdown for the freshman. Look at that. I don't know how he corralled that.
Moves it out to the 40. First down for the Wildcats. Stone Earl escapes, and the high throw is hauled in. Jed Castle's the second catch for the Abilene Christian tight end.
His ACU career.
Began his college career at Texas Tech. Second team All-United Athletic Conference last year was Castle to win the starting job at Abilene Christian. Earl looking, buying time, then throws back across the field, and a short game to Eddie Henry.
One guy gets a leg up maybe 1 week, and then next thing you know, the momentum shifts, and Stone earns the job.
Here's Earl keeping it, powers his way straight ahead. 3rd and 7, and the dump off. And it's E.J. Wilson Jr. tripped up. Good play in space.
We talked about it, man. It's just, he's a different player.
Here's Jeremy Payne now in a running back. Play action from Hoover. Pumps. Throws over the middle open. Eric McAllister racing out across the 40-yard line. As TCU is outgaining Abilene Christian 200-40 in total offense. A little trickery and the handoff, and it's Jeremy Payne skipping it to the outside. Breaking tackles is Payne down the sideline into the red zone.
Wow. Talk about a stiff arm. I think he had 2 right there that were devastating.
Sophomore from Missouri City, Texas. And the first carry tonight for Trent Battle. And Battle gets to the outside, and he drags tacklers with him to the sideline. Like what each of those guys brings to the table. 2nd and 3 for Hoover. And he'll hand it off, and this is Nate Palmer on the carry. And Palmer may have lost a little bit back to the 10. 3rd down. And they'll run it through the line. Breaking a tackle, lunging for the goal line, and he's just short. Hard-nosed running from Trent Battle, 1st and goal.
Veteran offensive line.
Into the end zone. Trent Battle, touchdown TCU.
Low in the shoulder. The offensive line creating the space. We were talking to the coaching staff. They were saying they're itching to play, man. They're itching to hit someone else.
From the 18, into the outside, and trying to get to the edge and hog-tied out of bounds. And the carry, who was 5 for 5, but just 25 yards through the air. Make it 6 for 6, and the catch made to the outside. It goes to J.J. Henry, the Ole Miss transfer. And this Abilene Christian, Stone Earl motioning as J.J. Henry. And they'll run it. And that is a first down. Some tough hard-nosed running up the middle by E.J. Wilson Jr.
In programs, right, you have your certain DNA, but you build teams. And losing 30 players from last season, 5 coaches.
Oh, spinning out of a tackle is E.J. Wilson. And the numbers for Early, 7 for 7. But down 21-0. And the first carry and tripped up is Rovon Banks Jr. Second down, Earl flushed out. Earl looking to run, tucks it, and he has a first down, stepping out of bounds past midfield. And that's the ability what Earl can bring. TCU showing blitz here on third down. Stone Earl, pressure picked up, and the slant, it's caught, first down and more. Racing up the field, penalty marker is down as Javon Gibson bursting down the field, and Abilene Christian's biggest play of the night.
Right side of your screen right here, you see it. He kind of, I don't know, man.
I'm with you.
I don't know
about that call.
I don't know if I call that because
a lot of momentum. Third and Arlington to go. Earl, the deep ball down the sideline, and it is caught, first down.
Unreal. I mean, he just launches it up, and J.B. Mitchell, he was the guy that dropped that corner
just past midway point of quarter 2. Earl under pressure. Sack wrapped up and brought down. Andy Obi-Izor, the sack for TCU. And now they go empty as Kavorian Barnes gets split out 5 wides for Josh Hoover on first down. And he slings it over the middle. Ed Small the catch. And the freshman out to the 39.
At Texas and changes his mind. I'd say that was a pretty good decision.
Kavorian Barnes racing to the outside, has the first down. Jordan Mukes tripped him up for Abilene Christian.
He's got himself a pretty darn good quarterback here as well.
Hoover on the rollout and coming back for it. Eric McAllister the catch, and he's rustled down in Wildcats territory. First down, TCU, 13 more.
All respect to Coach Belichick. This is a player's game, though. You guys are the one who determine the outcome.
4th and short, they're going for it. Straight ahead. John Denman with the ball carry. Second down, Josh Hoover. And they'll run it with Kavorian Barnes through the line. Some shifty running inside the 15. And a little bit inconsistent leading up to this game, but they have responded, played great, and they find the end zone again. Second time for Ed Small tonight.
Ed Small. What a story. You're going to see it right here. Look the safety off. Nice little pump fake. And then just a laser to the young freshman. Great job, too, to secure the catch. I mean, this ball is coming in. You know you're going to get drilled by the safety. You say, I don't care, man.
And there you see Kavorian Barnes heading into the locker room early for TCU, who's injured on that last drive. And through the line and a burst, and Rovon Banks Jr. Nice. 3rd and 11. TCU showing blitz. They were offside, a free play for the Wildcats. And the deep ball and adjusting for the underthrown ball. J.B. Mitchell the third with the catch. And that'll be an offside flag on TCU. The play will give Abilene Christian a first down.
Back at ACU. Extended some plays.
Fort Worth kid, Stone Earl. Now he'll take off and run. Trying to cut it to the outside inside the 25 and brought down.
And the score will take care of itself.
They're getting ready for conference play, the United Athletic Conference. And the first down carry and a nice run by Rovon Banks in the preseason poll.
Yeah, I mean, they have some talent. You know, I think the major part is how will they gel.
And Nick Holt on the defensive side. Those are 2 high-level coordinators at an FCS school. Is tripped up and going down. It's a sack. Stone Earl tripped up by Ansel Denby. And it's the third sack for the Horned Frogs tonight.
Big Ansel, 6'3", 305. Tracking down Stone Earl. That's right.
Thought I was done with you. Straight ahead, it's Rovon Banks Jr., the ball carrier. And he nudges out across the 40 to bring up third down. 3rd and 7 for Stone
Zero
Earl.
defense.
Defense optional, wide open over the middle, and hitting the tight end, Eddie Henry in stride. First down, Abilene Christian, and a big play for the Wildcats.
How about that? Big Brian Henry, 6'2", 250. Down the seam, Earl just drops a ball.
We're definitely in 4-down territory, the way the field goal unit has operated tonight for Abilene Christian. Up the middle, and a big hole, and fighting his way down to the 1.
Landon Roten, nice block up front.
And Banks into the end zone. Touchdown, Abilene Christian. Todd, they find the end zone.
They sure enough do. I mean, the offensive line, fantastic job. Can they continue with a foot on the gas here in the second half?
Without Kavorian Barnes and the handoff, it's Jeremy Payne for TCU. But the one thing I will say, to spend time at USC and a number of stops, former head coach at Idaho, is Hoover on 3rd and long, and he finds Joseph Manjack. Down the sideline, Manjack for TCU, and he's run out inside the 30. Big play for the Horned Frogs.
Well, you can take a look at it right here. Joseph Manjack's had a couple of huge plays. You saw that release. Remember now, TCU lost a couple super talented players at receiver, and so for them to get a guy like Manjack is huge.
Underthrown ball coming back for it. Touchdown, Jordan Dwyer for TCU. 21 yards and the 4th touchdown pass for Josh Hoover.
You just saw Tyson Williams there complaining about the push-off and looking for the OPI, but not going to find it with a sweep.
Pass on 1st down, and the adjustment, the catch is made, and Abilene Christian with another 1st down. You put that thing down yet? On the ground, Rovon Banks Jr., the ball carrier, bursts through the line, gets to the 2nd level, and he's into TCU territory. Some more hard-nosed running from Banks.
He's running hard. That's exactly right, and it's all about effort for him.
3rd and 6. Out of the backfield, swings it out, diving for the 1st down, and it is a 1st down, and it's Banks again. Earl will throw on 1st down. And underneath, and trying to claw forward for more. Again, it's Banks.
He might need a little oxygen after this drive.
Play action, looking deep to the outside, and adjusting, and the catch is made. Jed Castles. And he was able to get away from Channing Canada, and those two for the Wildcats. Stone Earl, play action, pressure off the edge, and sack back near the 20. Pressure off the edge, and it's Kylan Jackson, the nickelback, on the blitz. 4th sack for the Horned Frogs.
That's just a great play call, just at the right time. Andy Avalos dials it up.
And the left-footed kicker. High snap, and the kick on the way, and it is good. 35-9 now TCU with the lead. And the kickoff from Tyler Meskey. And this is John Denman on the return for the Horned Frogs. To the outside, the freshman. 30, down the sideline, and he gets run out of bounds near midfield. Only the kicker.
Well blocked. You see the freshman leading him out, getting a nice little seal block right there. And if it wasn't for the kicker having good position.
As Joseph Manjack IV goes in motion. And they'll hand it off and hit behind the line, and a loss as Nate Palmer goes down. Chris Herpin knifing through. And the corner for Abilene Christian leads them defensively in tackles, but some space, and this time connecting with Jordan Dwyer.
Looking back to Dwyer's catch, and yeah, they got a nice connection. A great little go route.
And now the tunnel screen, and picking his way is Joseph Manjack IV across the 30.
And I mean, it was a perfect ball.
Third down for Hoover. On the slant, open is Dwyer. Inside the 20, first down, TCU.
If you do, darned if you don't.
And Dwyer, a really interesting story. We talked to the coaches yesterday and to Josh Hoover about him. As Nate Palmer runs inside the 10. And Palmer brought down right near the marker. But with John Denman in the backfield with him. And they'll run it straight ahead. And the freshman Denman into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. Second rushing score for the Horned Frogs tonight. So in rhythm tonight. And again, they find the end zone.
Again, this is beautiful up front. And as a freshman, and he was granted it.
At the 40 for Stone Earl. And they'll sweep it right with Rovon Banks Jr. Spins out of a tackle, and Banks continues to impress here in the second half. ACU just across midfield. Good protection for Earl. And he was able to get it complete somehow. He finds J.B. Mitchell to third. First down.
Came down with that. He definitely bobbled it. He's able to corral it somehow. They go quick.
And straight ahead, inside the 30, down near the 25-yard line goes Jordan Vaughn.
You see it out here tonight.
They'll run it, looking for a hole, and fighting his way down inside the 20 goes Jordan Vaughn.
The rock between four receivers, that was good.
Escaping. Earl looking. Throws back across the grain into the end zone. Touchdown. Eddie Henry for Abilene Christian.
There it is.
In the first couple of games, they lost 35-7. And last week against Stephen F. Austin, didn't throw a touchdown pass in a 28-20 win, where they got down 14-0. And some trickery. And the ball comes out. And running it back the other way is TCU, but the officials throwing the hands up. The two-point conversion try is good as Bud Clark racing back the other way for the 2 points he thinks for TCU. But two-point try is good. Little trickery. It's Rovon Banks Jr. just nudging across. The transfer from Vanderbilt, who has plenty of starting experience. And he'll throw the quick out. And it's Lafayette Kayue the catch.
Well, it definitely gives you a sense of security in the unforeseen case that Hoover goes down. You got a wily vet.
Vanderbilt. He is 7th in Vandy history in passing yards. Last year got into 6 games. And down the sideline.
Passing yards, 1,928 passing yards as well.
Bunch formation for Seals. Throws it the other way, and it's underthrown and intercepted. And picked off by Abilene Christian, and a great read on it by Noah Mangum, the corner, with the interception for Abilene Christian. And the takeaway with 9:56 to go.
Continue to pray for those families who suffered loss.
Touched so many lives, unfortunately. And heartbreaking when you hear the stories, and great to see the programs honor those. And the deep ball, it's complete, and a big play goes to Dallas Dudley.
Nice little 9 route. And again, Stone Earl has been on target this evening.
38 yards, and picking his way is Rovon Banks Jr. inside the 30. Career high is 143 for Banks back in 2022 against Western New Mexico. And another carry for Banks, and he backs his way through the line and picks up an Abilene Christian first down. 259 yards passing now. And 1 touchdown tonight. They'll run it. And it's Jordan Vaughn to the outside. And right at the numbers brought down to the turf.
Also love Vaughn. He's a big dude.
Abilene Christian's now got over 400 yards of total offense tonight. And inside the 10, Abilene Christian. Eddie Henry motions. He has a touchdown catch tonight. And good surge up front by TCU and a tackle for loss.
Bright future.
3rd and goal for Stone Earl. For the end zone, caught, touchdown. J.B. Mitchell the third. TCU with 6:40 to go. Trying to put the finishing touches on.
That's the big question,
I could last a while. I was considering how hot it can get here.
Yeah.
Through the line, Nate Palmer, the ball carrier.
And there was like that little car wash before they got in the cold tub. That was cool.
They'll run it. And looking for a hole and keeping the legs churning in a first down run for Nate Palmer.
One of the things they said is it's top notch here at TCU.
Stepping up, and the pass underneath that's complete to Terry Shelton. And the freshman brought down shy of the first down is Ken Seals.
Got early momentum.
Of course, SMU about 40 minutes away. Well, depending on traffic here in the Metroplex. And around the edge, Rovon Banks Jr. has had a huge night. One more time, it's Banks, and he has the first down, gets to the 30.
Inconsistency, but also some young, fresh players, right? We saw a couple freshmen here for TCU that made plays tonight. Big Ed Small making some huge plays, and that's going to be big for them as they head into the rest of their season.
Big hole in running for a first down is Jordan Vaughn.
Now you have a lot of weight in your schedule, so it actually works in your favor, but to your point, you could you drop one of those and that could be hurtful.